Yo, what's going on, y'all? Man, I'm late. I tell y'all, this one will be about an hour because they kept reporting it and basically got me put in timeout. So I was messing with them all for a while here to get up out of timeout. Now that I'm up out of timeout, you know what I mean? What's going on, Raul? We gonna jump right into it, man. And I don't know how many of y'all know what's going on, Iron Throwing Bullies. I'm gonna take a second to share this stuff real quick. What's going on, Jay Vendetta? Well, the last live got taken down. What's going on, Barry? Bully Bread. You know what I mean? And I'm just talking shit to my cousin. You know what I'm saying? But first pick Kennels. Elaine, how you doing? Elaine, timing is everything, and when you know his feet is not where they need to be. I'm getting worried about him because sometimes you try too hard, and throwing a football just like throwing a baseball is all about mechanics. And why he's missing so many throws is just that. You know what I mean? You know, Hall's Paws, I'm gonna tell you what. This is the beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Well, Iron Throwing Bullies, I'm going to talk about that for 2 seconds because I got a whole video coming up about it. And I know the Steelers is your team, but, you know, it's twofold. You know what I mean? If they're going to let the Steelers get away with it, yeah, Dave's been going live every day because he got to lie and explain. But if they're going to let the Steelers get away with it, you know, by far the Steelers are the dirtiest team in the NFL. Like, they were Pac-Man Jones and who was it? Shannon Sharp, and a lot of them were talking about that today. Like, it's so many incidences, like head-to-head collisions, like when they knocked Chris Olave out last year. The dude in the Browns game last year, the lineman, he hit the linebacker and helmet to helmet. Then while he was laying face down, jumped on his back. You know what I mean? You have James Harrison, my old college teammates, where he just had so many ugly incidences. And the Steelers keep doing that. And the thing of it is it's obvious that Mike Tomlin teaches them to be dirty like that. So if they're going to allow it, the only thing that other teams can do is start to retaliate. Now, the teams who don't take it from the Steelers are, you know what I mean? Yeah, the Steelers is dirty. Everybody knows it. Like, literally, if you put in dirty Steelers on the thing, they're the only team in the NFL that you can put up dirty and put a team name, and you get like 80 videos of all the stuff that they've been, and then a lot of it's recent. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit. They even got Mike Tomlin trying to trip a motherfucker on the sideline. But if teams are going to allow it, and if you the Browns are soft. If you're going to allow that kind of play, you know what I'm saying? You've got to. Well, yeah, the Browns defense is very good. You know what I mean? But my only problem is when that cheap shot came at Chubb like that. I'm from the old school. It should have been hell on the field right then. When they figured out what happened, they might not have seen it at first, but somebody's supposed to get laid out defensively. Somebody was supposed to do whatever they, you know, doing whatever they were supposed to do. I ain't gonna even call it Browns, it's Browning. If you do a dirty play and knock a team's best player out of there, we're not screaming the Jets are jetting when Aaron Rodgers hurt his leg. You know, it is what it is. You know, yeah, he probably tore his ACL and MCL. That was pretty nasty. So good thing is you got you got great doctors that can get you back in, you know, 7 or 8 months, and he's a workout freak. So it is, you know what I mean? Yeah, I want that brown suit, but you know, the Browns got to toughen up. Like, you know, I'm from the old school, man. Like the old school Browns with Turkey Jones and them when he slammed Terry Bradshaw on his motherfucking head. If you, like, I'm not saying I was ever like this super, I am a Division I athlete, but I'm not no NFL great. What's going on, CC? But if you did that to my teammate and you came at my teammate like that, eventually somebody gonna get one. You know what I mean? And that's what you seen like with Cincinnati. That yeah, he tore it before. Like ACLs ain't what they used to be. You can bounce back from an ACL now, but you know what I mean. But oh yeah, Dave Wilson, something else. That's what we jumping into. And I promise y'all, like I'm literally cleared the schedule. I'm gonna be back in the morning. This will be about an hour or whatever. But yeah, but I'm from the old school where you chop a motherfucking head off if you got to. And the thing about it is that like Cincinnati don't take that from Pittsburgh. You know, they kicked Vontaze Burfict out the league, but Vontaze Burfict was like, you come with y'all dirty shit over here, I'll knock your receiver out. I'm gonna knock the coach out. And that's the thing with the Ravens. When the Ravens show up on the scene, people are scared of the Ravens. They have a culture to where, you know, if you cheap shot the Ravens, you know what I mean? That go back to them Ray Lewis days. Something gonna happen to you. And the Browns, you know what I mean, they need to get a guy who creates that type of culture, you know what I mean? You got a bunch of soft guys over there. You know, even when Myles Garrett cracked dude across the head with the helmet, you know what I mean, his teammates basically stood by and let him jump him, you know what I mean? This should have been a war down there in the end zone. You only had one player, I forget which one it was. Matter of fact, it's the lineman that plays with the Steelers now. He was the only one that jumped in and did anything. But when you got a soft culture, it happens. In Cleveland, by far and away, you know what I'm saying? Cleveland is, in my opinion, the most talented team in the AFC North. You look at, you know, overall talent and everything that they got, position by position, the amount of Pro Bowlers that are active on the roster is like 14. You got a lot of guys there. You know, it looks like they about to bring Kareem Hunt back today. But you don't have no heart. It don't matter how much talent you put on the team. If you ain't got no heart, it just don't matter. You got to have that heart. When you look at the Rams, you know what I'm saying? We know who motored that team, and he a dog on that line, and he'll fight you, and he'll do everything. When you look at the 49ers, they're a nasty group of individuals. They make you pay. The Ravens, they scare you because you know they're going to hit something. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Bengals, you don't really want to play around with the Bengals. They'll beat you up. Any of the teams around the league that demand that respect and that fear, I'm telling you, what happened to Chubb last night, and I don't care who said it was a cheap shot. Every player knows the way he missiled in there and he directed right at his knee while another player was holding him. He wasn't trying to make a tackle. You don't make a tackle like that. You don't even make a solid hit like that. You know, that was an attack on his knee. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, if I would have been a guy like me, let's just say that, I would have been on the field. I don't give a fuck if he was injured, laying on the ground. I would have been over there, and he probably got kicked in the ribs. They would have had to get me up off of it. You just got to have some pride in what you do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got to have some pride. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't like the Ravens. I love Lamar Jackson. I don't like the Ravens, but I respect their culture. You know what I'm saying? I respect their culture because they tough. You know what I mean? Yeah, Minka Fitzpatrick. And like I say, the Browns show what they about because they got to play them again. If one of these receivers, a tight end, somebody, don't take an opportunity and knock that motherfucker's head off, the whole league look at you as suspect. And you know what I mean? And if I'm coaching, you know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly how the Steelers coaches. I know he does. Because they get so many cheap shots. You can go through the whole list of cheap shots that the Steelers do. If your coach wasn't coaching that way, you wouldn't be allowed to do it. You wouldn't get away with it because your coach would be over there going crazy. Like, nah, y'all just fucked up everything. Get your ass over here. We don't play like that. Nah, he's telling them, yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We'll take that 15-yarder, but knock that motherfucker out. You know what I mean? He's telling them that. So you got to match dirty with super dirty. But anyway, I hate to tell y'all this. Yeah, they took away my live. They reported the live a lot of times from what YouTube said. They sent me all these notices. This person reported it. They're on these pages. And the bottom line of it all is, and I'm gonna reshare the UK thing, but we're gonna talk longer about it tomorrow morning. But we're gonna get it in right now. Bottom line, Dave Woodrow Wilson. You know what I mean? He's up to it again. Y'all haven't seen what's going on, Juan, Maurice. Y'all haven't seen Hall's Paul, exactly. Elbows, you do whatever you got to do. Y'all haven't seen Dave go live in a long time. He don't go live, and if y'all notice, a lot of times when he go live and do interviews, he cuts the comments off because he doesn't want to be questioned. He's going to keep on trying and trying and trying. Like they said, he's changed the website. He's done a lot of things. Really, it's what I've told y'all, and I'm keep on pushing this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have a banner made very, very soon, maybe as soon as tonight, that says that bottom line says that, you know what I mean, we need to ban the ABKC. Everybody needs to find another home, another registry to go. And I'm not telling y'all, oh yeah, run over to TBKC as soon as you can do paperwork. No, it's other registries out here that respect the breed, that are very, very respectable people that will do right by this breed. You know what I mean? So this is not a ploy for y'all to, oh yeah, switch over. I don't give a damn where you go. Just don't go there. When a man does what he did, the way that he did that, think about that. It was so disrespectful on many levels. I'll take the highest level. And we got to talk more about that tomorrow. But at the very, very highest level, right? And I forgot, y'all, I gotta put my phones on Do Not Disturb. But at the very highest level of this whole thing, you know what I mean? Hey Barry, we're gonna try to do it, man. I'm gonna keep on posting it. I gotta post it on the big page, but all y'all make sure not only that y'all sign the petition and the links to the petition, but make sure y'all share the petition and you know what I'm saying, so people can go online and sign the petition. You know what I mean? If they'll let you sign it every damn day, do what you have to do. Sign this petition. Help the UK. Speak up for the breed. At a time when the UK needed the ABKC the most. The UK has, from my understanding, a very good amount of XL and other American bullies that they have registered with the ABKC. He turned his back. You know what I mean? He turned his back. Not only, but this is the thing. If Dave would have just shut the fuck up, right? If he wouldn't have said anything, it would have been so much better than what he did. You know what I mean? For him to go on there and act as if the people in the UK were crazy and that they had basically made up a band dog and start calling it the American Bully, and they were mixing it with all kind of different things, and this is why the dog's crazy. There's no real such thing as an American Bully XL. I don't know. Come on, bro. King, it's a big Saturday this week. Notre Dame. What's going on, Bobby Banks, my brother? Much love, always supporter. Much love. But when I tell y'all this, man, I tell y'all this, all he had to do, and I mean this in total and utmost sincerity, is keep his mouth shut. If Dave would have just kept his mouth shut, it was so much better than what he did. He went on that live or whatever it was, and he sold the people out. So as a country, look for some kind of validation, because that's what they'll do when they have laws like, is this a breed? How is it regulated? Which way is it gonna go? You know, how can y'all fix this breed? Though all of those questions were thrown out of the window when everybody in the UK had been saying, oh, much love, Ultimate Opportunist. When everybody in the, what's going on, Pitbull Bell? I'm just seeing you there, baby. But yeah, you know it, Pitbull Bell. It's disgusting. He sold them out. He made them look crazy. He made them look like they were just doing some weird type shit on their own and this, that, and the other. And they were the reason that the dogs was been bit. But I got phone calls. I got people who have, when I was going live and I was talking about the problem with the American Bully, the problem with the XL. When I brought up a certain kennel that's down here in Texas that had a dog that damn near ripped a man's arm off as it tried to kill his daughter. As we brought up about the deaths up in Canada. As we brought up about the multitude of deaths that happened just here in Houston. I brought it up. We got receipts. The community has been outcrying about this for a long time. I broke it down as to the problem without proper DNA testing and glorifying dogs. And yes, bitch, Dave, you glorified them dogs. You knew for a fact what they were mixing into those dogs. And you're a dog man, so you know that the dogs that they were mixing into the dog against the breed standard, and that you were refusing to DNA test when people were actually putting up DNA tests and trying to keep the rules on it. Yeah, I know Dave is here. He always here. That's why he can respond to everything I say, because he's always listening in, big nose bitch. Now, at the end of the day, why this is so terrible is, man, so many different ways I gotta go. That's why I gotta come back. You know, hopefully they don't try to get me banned again. If they do, I'm gonna go live from somebody else's page and tag y'all. But the truth of the matter is that you didn't address the problem internally, like you never addressed the problems. Now y'all talking about the XL, and this is why I tell y'all, tread lightly. Tread like you walking on eggshells, baby. Because the reason that those dogs were kicked out is because of death. A kid was attacked. On the other live, I gave y'all the name. A gentleman was killed. Literally lost his life. But this is multiple times. There's more and more deaths that have happened. But the reason why those deaths happened is because not only did you allow the promotion, Pitbull Bell, we might have to. Not only did you allow the promotion of these dogs, you promoted those dogs. You start making up lies and telling people that the Merle existed, knowing good and damn well what we kept on telling you. The Merle comes from the Alapaha and the Catahoula. If anybody, and I'm talking about anybody, you ain't got to lie to kick it. If you've ever dealt with a Catahoula or if you've ever dealt with an Alapaha, that's where the fucking Merle comes from. It's no other dog in this gene pool that produces that. Y'all talking about them little ratty ass, skinny ass Merles from back in the day. They're not producing these big ass dogs. Yes, it was a few of these people who had these weird looking little Merles. Them dogs was 32 pounds and 16 inches. Them dogs ain't producing that. The reason why the dogs are staying bully and you want bully features, those dogs come from Alapahas. If you don't know about an Alapaha can get up to 18 inches, 19 inches on the real big side, 110, 115 pounds. You got a lot of them that stay in the range of 85 to 90 pounds, very muscular, big ass heads. But the one thing about an Alapaha, I tell you this, I used to have old videos of these Alapahas. An Alapaha will jump on a sleeve. This is a real fucking dog, man. He will jump on a sleeve, and while being beaten with bamboo sticks, beaten with broomsticks, beaten, he will continue to attack and continue to attack. If he gets gouged while hog hunting, he does not break. He is meant to do something. I had the video, and it's on VHS. This is how long ago it is. If I look through my shit, I could probably get it. These dogs, you can put starter pistols or real pistols next to their heads and get to shooting, bow, 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 while they're whooping. I'm telling y'all, honest to God, truth, I got videos of this shit. It's probably on the net. If you look up, Cattle Rustler Kennels used to make them all the time. These dogs will not break. Imagine shooting a gun next to a dog's head and he will not break this bite. He still, you beating this motherfucker. You knew that, Dave. You know why you knew it? Because you had a fucking Alapaha sitting right in your yard. That brown and white bitch. Oh, y'all thought he didn't? The motherfucker had, the bitch's name was Coco. He had a brown and white Alapaha right in his yard in Spotsylvania. The bitch sat up on the hill. So he knew what them dogs was. He knew what was being put into this shit. He seen the videos of them dogs and their ability to attack. He knew for a fact that them dogs was being mixed into the XL along with other dogs. Dave is not dumb. He knows what Mastiffs are made for. Mastiffs are dogs of war. That's why you don't find a docile Mastiff. You don't find a y'all tell me one person, one breed of a docile Mastiff do you know? A Neapolitan, tear your ass up. An English Mastiff, tear your ass up. A Rottweiler, tear your ass up. A Great Dane, tear your ass up. No matter which one you get, those Mastiffs will tear your ass up. So why would you write a breed standard? Peace and love, peace and love. I'm sorry, I'm going, y'all, so if I'm missing any of y'all, much love. But why would you write a breed standard knowing that what is in your standard is not what you are sending home to people? Not what you are giving championship awards. Not what you are validating. Dave, your sneaky ass, you thought you were off the hook. When these lawsuits come down, when they start bucking and getting crazy, you right at the top of the line, because you didn't just promote it, you validated it. You never did anything to stop it. In your bylaws, guess what? You have indicted yourself. This will be civil court. This is not criminal court. So all your videos where you brag about how we created, no, matter of fact, let's take the we off, because with Dave, it's always, I created the American Bully. I did this, I did that. So yes, you created the XL. You wrote the standard, even though you tried to change it. People have copies of the standard that you wrote. People have all the shows about the XLs that you have. You wrote this. Your company has collected millions of dollars for that XL, with the promise that you would regulate and help the breed get to what it was supposed to be. You're the one that lied to the people in England and told them that in the UK, that what that standard was, that the dog could be a healthy companion, and that it had been bred down the line to make sure that it wasn't aggressive, because the American Bully is not supposed to be aggressive. You told the people in the UK that lie, knowing that you were sending ticking time bombs out there just for $1. You knew about all the dog bites. You knew about all the issues of these dogs killing people. You knew about all of the things that was going on, and you sat back because you wanted that money. We have never heard your fucking voice about anything in this community. Y'all ain't never heard Dave Wilson do no motherfucking live talking about healthy dogs matter. Y'all ain't never heard him talk about x-ray your dog's hips. These dogs need to be better with the breathing. Y'all ain't never seen a dog get kicked out of the ABKC for bad health or bad temperament. Challenge me on it. I'll tear your motherfucking ass up today. It's not one dog in that registry that has ever been banned. They promoted Dax when they knew he was fucked up. They promoted these dogs, even some of the dogs that they know are mixed with South African Boer Bull, and we won't say which very large kennel that is that's putting South African Boer Bull in all of their dogs. They still promoted it. It's nothing wrong with a South African. We are going to have that in our registry, but guess what? In our registry, we have proper breed description so people know what they're getting into, how this dog is supposed to be treated, how this dog is supposed to be handled. You cannot handle a South African Boer Bull the same way that you do an American Bully. You don't put it in the house and tell people, oh, this is a family pet and he's going to be nice and you can pet him and you can do this. That's not the type of dog that is. So Dave, you are part of the deception, and I'm going to take it a step further. The people who have died, that shit is on your hands, you dumb motherfucker, because you never cared about this breed. You put this shit out here. You put this shit out here. Pitbull Bell has been around. It was your motherfucking job while you sat up there and you want to travel the world. You taking all of that money. You doing all the shit that but you never spoke up for the breed. All you did is lie and take credit for what you deem to be good. I ain't just talking about the health and how fucked up these dogs is. You never took credit for anything but what makes me money, and then you still continue to go and lie, and you don't even properly address that people have died because you don't give a fuck. He's not apologized to the UK. He's not apologized and spoke up on the skyrocketing level. My boy coming in here, so y'all, we might. I'm gonna still do my thing, man. I'm gonna still do my thing. Yeah, he tired. He think he a football player. He think he a football player. That's me. But you know, he has never addressed any of these things, right? And y'all gonna see we gonna get tweaky because I'm gonna drop my guy off. So y'all, I'm gonna still keep talking. If I get if the signal starts to break up, y'all just stick with me because I'm gonna drop my son off, then I can get back at it. But look here, he ain't never not one time. Is he coming? Okay, I'm making sure I ain't leave my homie. All right, now he ain't never addressed nothing when it came to this breed. He has not addressed anything, has not even been as dignified enough to issue an apology and say we could have did better by the breed. He screwed over the UK, and then he did the ultimate betrayal. And this is why, and I ain't gonna be able to read y'all because I'm driving. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what it boils down to is he ain't never apologized to the people, not only of the UK, but the United States and many other places, for failing on the job. As a matter of fact, as recent as last week, he did a live and he was claiming that nothing was their fault and it was all the breeders' faults. But meanwhile, these same breeders, nobody has been banned. Nobody has been denounced. Nobody has, the ABKC has never stood up and say, if y'all breeding those type of dogs, they are not American bullies. They should not be registered. This is not what we do. He has never done anything of that nature. All he has done is collect money. Now, we all like money. Money is nice. But you have a responsibility. You know? What's going on, Spain in the house? You have a responsibility to uphold and maintain the integrity of your breed. This is the whole purpose of having a registry. This is the whole purpose of being a registry. The whole purpose of all of this is to make sure that we get to a point that we can maintain and not only just maintain, but get to a higher level. You know what I mean? To get to a higher level. Hey, Victor, my Spanish is not that great to do this. I would be sitting here doing a lot of But having ABKC papers is pointless, and this is why I'm urging y'all. Y'all will see my banners go up. You know, it is time to boycott the ABKC. It is time. When you have somebody who have taken your money and basically told the world that, oh yeah, those dogs don't exist. Why would y'all continue to support this? Y'all were, and when I say y'all, I'm not pointing at you individually. Some people get sensitive like that. But why would you continue to support something that doesn't support you? Why would you give somebody so much of your time and your money and all these damn things, and then they turn around and win? We already saw our brothers and sisters in the UK. This was the first major thing in a long time to where we actually needed the registry to stand up for the breed. And not only does he not stand up for the breed, he goes and sticks a knife in the back of a whole entire country. That I'm gonna tell y'all like this: the UK has supported the ABKC now for almost 20 years. And this is the part, if the video gets choppy, just hang in there, because when I turn back up this hill, it'll get right. But they have supported for almost 20 years, man. Almost 20 years. The UK has thrown shows. The UK has flown over judges from the States. The UK has treated the American bully community very, very nice. Just like South and Central America has treated the American bully very, very nice. There are a ton of XL bullies in South and Central America. There's a ton of XL bullies all over Europe, period. There's a ton of them, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm finding out it's more and more dogs in, South Africa and other countries in Africa. This thing has blown up like crazy. And y'all stick with me, because I guarantee the video gonna get crazy. I'm going through the valley. But things are sad now because we have been revoked. And some of people are sitting back as if, oh yeah, you know, he only said the XL. First of all, you're dumb as hell if you listen to that. He said the XL, but you don't think that he would do it to the rest of them if anything gets on his back? This is the dude who ran. You know what I mean? Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all give me like a 2-minute break, because I don't want this to break up. Tell your mom I'll be back here in like 25 minutes. 25, 30 maybe, because I talk a lot. Now, this is, you know, and y'all stick with me. But this is the thing. Now, when you said it was no XL bully, What happens to the standard? Because as we know, and I have a couple standards that are like that, a lot of the standards are very similar. When I say similar, very, very similar. A lot of the standards are very, 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 very similar to the XL. Literally only changing an inch in height. So if these standard dogs are that close, do you think that the ban is going to stop with the XL? Because the problem is as we see it right now with the UK, this is going to be the problem with the UK, right? They're going to ban the XL bully. But the XL bully and the standard are an inch apart in height. Some of the standard dogs are 120, 125 pounds at 19 inches. They look eerily similar to the XL. Some of these people who have been mauled, and I can tell you that for sure in the Houston area. I've seen some of the dogs. You know what I'm saying? They have videos and different things. I've seen some of the dogs in the Houston area that have mauled people, right? These are standards. These ain't even XLs. These are standard dogs that have had the biting incidences. So since those, and y'all please hit like. If you haven't subscribed to the page, subscribe to the page. I thank y'all for the donations. Like I told y'all, even y'all that sent me $1, I do appreciate it. Like I get the little devices and shit. Finally, I'll get to start doing the lives from up here at this hotel and things, because that's, if you don't follow this, you'll understand. I live on a farm basically, so that's why I told y'all I was just breaking up. So we don't want to start the weird shit. Oh, he lives in his car again. No. I have a house, but I live in a valley, so I don't have the greatest connections. So I go to a hotel up the street, and that's why I'm always doing it in the car. Some people are just jumping on. I have to explain that, you know what I mean? But with all that being said, you know what I mean? And I will be able to read you guys' comments here in like 2 minutes. But with all that being said, I'm telling you, you know what I mean, is that we are all very much so in a position where this might not work out the best for us. We are all in danger. And I'm not trying to spook people. And for years, y'all have come on this page and y'all have told me, oh, he's just trying to scare people. He don't know. Now y'all see the laws are changing. The dogs are being rejected from the veterinarians. You know what I mean? Now they're limiting what dogs that people can have. The number of amounts of dogs. Texas just passed some laws. Florida just passed some laws. I think it's Indiana just passed some laws. I know Kansas have passed some laws. Laws are being passed. They're going straight back to BSL. And if anybody said that, I'm sorry. I can't see the screen right now. But with all of these laws that are going on and everything that is going on, the one thing about it is that y'all take this for what it is. And I don't want to be the doom and gloom preacher, but the American bully dog, period, is in danger of becoming extinct. The American bully dog, period, is in danger of being banned altogether on many different fronts. Some of y'all thought I was lying, and it was great that morning. Sometimes it's good to feel vindicated even when bad things happen. But when they did that report and they talked about how deformed the dogs were, and they talked about money laundering and drug activity and all of that, they did their report, but y'all seen it here for almost a year, as I told y'all about everything that was going on. And as y'all can see, they're probably reporting the page now. As you see, at one point, it jumped up to 120 people on here, and it just fell to 60 like in 1 minute. But you know what I'm saying? They say Arkansas 4 dogs. See, I mean, and these laws will be passed more and more. They're going to start mandating that we fix the dogs. A spay and neuter. They're pushing spay and neuter laws on everything. You'll have to prove that your dog is either a show dog or competes in competition. It has to have some value, some substance. But the only way that you can do that is having a registry that stands by it. And that's where the ABKC really hurt the UK, is because because as being the home registry of that, if they would have stepped up to the plate and just said, yes, this is a registry that has the dog. Now, the American Bully XL is a real dog. And I'm just telling y'all, I would have jumped in the foots. If I was the president of the ABKC, the job I turned down, by the way. But if I was the president of the ABKC, this is what they would have, when they called me, this is the answer they would have got. Yes, the American Bully XL is a real dog. What we would like to do is verify what the dog is. If these particular dogs are mixed with anything, but of course you would have had to have integrity to start kicking dogs out and all that shit. If they're mixed with anything, they are not American Bully XLs. If these dogs are oversized, if they have certain color patterns, they may have been mixed with other dogs, and they are not American Bully XLs. But the American Bully XL is a very, very nice dog, bred for sound temperament, to be a loyal family pet, and it's not bred to attack people. So we are alarmed by your information, and we are willing to work with you to help you sort this matter out to get the real definition of an XL, so you're not confused and just banning random dogs and never getting to the solution of what's going on. This is something along the lines of what you could have told them to start a working relationship to protect your breed, to start having your lawyers call them, because this is what the AKC does. The AKC has fought for many of their breeds, you know, including the Tosa and some of the other dogs, because, you know, as you know, guys know, the Tosa is banned in other countries. You can't get a Tosa in a lot of countries. So the AKC has to fight for them. The Caucasian, well, we just say Caucasian mountain dog, or what is it, or Koba, it's also banned. That's one of their breeds that is banned in a lot of places. The Fila is banned in a lot of places. So what they have to do is they have to go through this process of validating the dog and making sure that certain governments don't ban it and protecting the dog. This is what a registry does. If you talk to anybody who knows about registries, this is the chief job and the chief concern of registries, is to protect the integrity of the breed and to make sure that the breed transitions well to the public. You have to protect it by going, you know, and then you have to realize, right? And now we're at this weird position. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna put my little device back up here so I can hold the phone and we can get steady. There we go. But you have to understand this part of the deal too, and this is a strange part of the deal. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pop this up. Okay, this is a strange part of the deal. There we go. Is that, all right, I'm back. But this is the strange part of the deal, and I'm gonna keep on repeating. Strange part of the deal, strange part of the deal. What happens now? Because unfortunately, Dave Wilson, yeah, the Dogo is one. We actually wanted a Dogo for a while. Yes, Elaine, I'm sorry, yeah. I don't pronounce nothing. Y'all never, I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all never hold me to my pronunciations of things. I don't even pronounce my own name correctly. My name is actually pronounced Trail. Whatever was going on there, the E really has no sound. But it looks like Terrell, so I pronounce it Terrell. Sad, huh? But anyway, that's a true story too. But the thing of it is now that the ABKC has come front and center in front of a major government in the United States, in this world, that is taking on this breed. And the very first thing that they do is the ABKC president now looks like a fool. The owner, the guy who has paraded himself around as the person who made the American Bully all by himself, okay, going on and saying that the XL doesn't exist. Well, like many of you have, you don't think that these people who are in government and who have done research have already not pulled the American Bully XL standard, and they don't have videos of shows with the American Bully XL. You don't think that they have done their research before they ran this back to the much love, Lewis. before they ran this by the prime minister? Do you think that people who work for a prime minister just go and throw anything on his desk and say, oh yeah, this is what they told us? No, they have to do some research. That's their job, because the last thing that you want to do if you work for the prime minister of one of the biggest countries in the world and one of the more powerful countries in the world is to turn around and act as if Raul, you crazy. Is act as if you know what I mean, you're not going to do your job and embarrass the prime minister. He goes up there with he or she goes up there with misinformation, and you embarrass that person. So I tell you that the truth of the truth of it is that they already know everything that we're crying about. They already know everything that we're complaining about. Things are being said. Things are being in motion. A lot of things are in motion currently. And the only thing that I can tell you, you know what I mean, is that, yeah, the research, I mean, Ryan, the research is all over. I've been telling y'all this for years, and I'm not being a know-it-all or saying that I know everything. That's not what I'm here to do. But I've been saying this for years. All of the fights at shows, when you see the owner of the registry sitting up and bragging about how much money that they're making, and we registered, oh yeah, we currently are over 1 million dogs, and we're the biggest in the world, and your right-hand man, Bashar, is running around, you know what I'm saying, flashing all the stuff that he flashes, but it's all these complaints about unhealthy dogs. Bashar himself might be getting banned in the UK, from my understanding. It's a lot of complaints about him in the UK. I've got video. I got pictures of some of the dogs, you know, sitting there and being examined. One of them was the 5th degree heart murmur dog that he sent over there, and one of the reasons that he's going to be banned is because they have common sense to know that that was not a real doctor that cleared this dog's health. But keep in mind though, everywhere Bashar is, Dave Wilson pops up. Bashar is at the Nationals posing with Dave. These people do research. They know who your partner is. That's why they wanted that video down so bad of when I destroyed Bashar on that video. The things that they see, they putting it together, and it's going to be very, very hard to get this situation straight in the UK, quite simply because the #1 resource that any breed has is the registry, and the registry already stuck their foot in their mouth and did nothing. Healthy dogs matter, you know what I mean? Healthy dogs matter. We've come to an impasse, you know. And the thing of it is right now, I understand that the community needs more leadership. We need to get back to a point where we're doing, you know, doing shows that have a good, you know what I'm saying, a good public persona. You know, whoever thought we would be politicians, you know? But right now, you've had the registry stab you in the back, and this is why Dave, like Dave doesn't, I mean, it's over for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's over for you, dog. He keeps doing these lives, and everybody now is just all over the internet. He's a fucking liar. He's like the biggest liar. He's always been a liar. Y'all just didn't always believe me, but he's always been a liar. You know what I mean? Oh, the muscle tone dogs not only are terrible looking, they die young. It's videos, hell, there's videos on this page of the conditions that he's kept those dogs in. All of the issues that go along with those dogs, but the ABKC promotes that. When you have a dumbass ABKC president or whatever he is go in front of everybody and say, you know, our goal is to have more masks and we don't care about the confirmation. He didn't throw health in there, but he might as well have said health, because everybody knew that that's what he was saying. He didn't care about that. But you know, but the problem with Dave that he never understood is that all of this shit is on video. This is why people are making compilation videos now of Dave Wilson contradicting himself. You know what I mean? He's going to contradict himself over and over and over again. Here come the damn Saint fans. He's going to do it over and over again. But I don't understand at what point and how us as a community, us as an American bully community, and everything that we have going on, that we can sit idly by and act as if this didn't happen. I don't see it. I don't know how y'all, it is options. I'm not telling y'all, oh, wait till the TBKC. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? You can register WBA today. You can register IBKC. You can register UKC. You can register with other people who are at least trying to support the breed. You might not be totally happy with everything that they have to say, but you can register with someone who actually cares about the breed. Y'all heard that he said the XL Bully is not a breed. Really, what he said to the rest of the world is the American Bully is not a breed, because they know that the XL Bully is a breed. And now you know what their next question is? I'm not saying they said this, so don't misquote me. But exactly, let them hate. But now they're saying, you know what I'm saying? In their minds, they're saying, hey, sir. Hey, sir, so you say that there's no American Bully XL, but we see that on your page. Is there an American Bully Standard? Because it's right here with this. And what is this American Bully Pocket that you're talking about? The scariest thing is now is that they banned one part of something. Generally, people don't just ban one part, like, oh yeah, we just gonna ban the giant schnauzer. They're gonna come for the rest of the schnauzers. You know what I mean? We gonna just ban this part of it. They're not gonna do that. This man has lied to y'all in every way. He has changed the standard year after year. Anything for $1, and people went along with it. And this is finally gonna be the straw that broke the camel's back. Y'all do not have to spend one more dime with them, and if you do spend one more dime with the ABKC, you yourself are now hurting this breed, and you know that you're not getting any support, so you're doing it out of some silly allegiance that doesn't even make sense. Maurice, that's what I was talking about earlier. The standard class is about to go. The standard class is big dogs. You have a lot of big, beautiful dogs in the standard class. They're going to be gone soon. I mean, Tony, it's really not time to be shining a light on what they can do and their protective instincts when they're trying to ban the breed for killing people. The last thing that we would want to do is talk about, oh yeah, look how they can protect. That's what they're mad about. We know that they can do a little more, but it wouldn't make good sense for us right now to be talking about their destructive capabilities when that's what the reason that they're trying to get rid of them. You know what I mean? I mean, well, I'm always say the TBKC, but fuck, I gotta get open. These motherfuckers gotta hurry up and get my shit open. Because you know, y'all know how I'm gonna go, but like I told you right now, the WBA is a beautiful option. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping and praying that I'll be open in the next couple weeks. You know, we inching closer and closer. I'm getting irritated too, by the way. But but you know, but the WBA is already doing their thing, and I know they care about the breed. I know they care about you know what I'm saying? I know they care about ethics. I know they care about everything that is going to make this breed right, you know? And right now, we need to move away from the ABKC. It's a cancer. It really is a cancer. You see the culture that they've created over there, everything. What's going on, Rico? Everything is about money. We've seen these dogs change so much, and people sat by and listened to the lies. We've seen the dogs get unhealthier and unhealthier, and we sat back and we was cool with the lies. Now this is like catastrophic, and we're taking it very, very serious because the bans are starting to come. Oscar Gomez is the WBA, but it's absolute necessary that we boycott the ABKC. Many of you should start sharing that. We don't want anything to do with any, and I'm not just saying Lion Ass Dave, because I'm really not surprised by anything that Lion Ass Dave say. But if y'all are so silly that y'all gonna sit there and let this man go on an interview and say, oh yeah, that dog don't exist, but then you turn around and the next day he putting up a long post, help my brothers and sisters in the UK, they need it bad. They're trying to, like, totally flip the script. If y'all don't see this old politician ass shit that he be doing, he's not a sincere person. He don't care about these dogs. This is the only reason why now y'all have heard from Dave Wilson. We hadn't heard from Dave Wilson doing lives and shit in years. He would do one controlled video every 8-9 months and then go back into his rabbit hole. Now he's been live every 4 or 5 days because he's politicking. He wants to tell the people that he's doing the right thing by the breed, and he's doing this and he's doing that, and this is what happened, and we tried to incorporate it, but it never actually was a breed, but we were doing. Come on, Dave, it's always been a breed. Stop fucking lying, man. You'll keep on lying, that motherfucking nose gonna, boy, oh boy. Damn, Deanna gonna be riding your nose next. That motherfucker gonna be so long, be like a giant dildo. You need to stop that lying, fuckface. You know what I mean? And but see, the thing of it is that absolutely, Max. The thing of it is this. I'm not surprised. Well, Mega, how did he become president anyway? He stole it. Once upon a time. Okay, y'all want that story? Okay, we can go into everything. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? Oh, now they didn't air the whole interview, huh, Echo Bully? He's full of shit. They didn't have to air the whole video. We heard what you said, motherfucker. Go ahead on. You said it wasn't a dog. Do we need to hear the rest of the lies? Who wants to hear your fucking lies all the time? It don't make sense. I told y'all that man's woman gonna have a hell of a time riding his face, because that nose keep getting longer and longer. Boy, oh boy, she gonna have a good night, because Dave just stretching it out. Pinocchio Dave is just stretching it out. Go ahead, Deanna, get your thing off. Giggity, giggity, shit. Because he can't stop. That man can't stop. You know what I'm saying? He just can't stop. But why does y'all think this motherfucker would have any kind of allegiance to the breed when he didn't even have allegiance to himself? 25 years later, I'm Hall of Fame. 25 years later, or however long, I think it's a little shorter for Marco, he still swore as bulls. He's still doing his thing. Pratt's Pits is still Pratt's, well, now they Pratt's Bullies, and he's still doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? WBA, Oscar Gomez, you know what I'm saying? Blue Pride Bullies, still doing their thing, same type of, but the thing about this though, and I'll give y'all some real shit, you know, ain't no Razor's Edge. He breeding Bashar's dogs. Ain't no Razor's Edge. If you want Razor's Edge, technically Razor's Edge blood, you got to come to us. He don't have no Razor's Edge blood. He promote Demon Boy. Demon Boy was actually a breeding done between Sean Jackson and Bashar, and he had a puppy back. Guess who he offered that puppy to? This was when I was living in Florida. He offered it to me, but I refused to take that dog. I was like, nah, that's super close, Dax. I can't mess with that. So he ended up sending him overseas. And now he always tells y'all the Demon Boy lie because y'all don't remember it. Y'all didn't see. Demon Boy can't breathe, and he doesn't look like those pictures. Me and Byron was on the phone talking about this earlier. None of Dave's whole history is a lie, man. None of them dogs ever look like they really. He had some nice dogs. I'm not hating on that. He had some nice dogs, but a lot of the dogs, bro, they didn't look like they want to. That's why I'll tell y'all about the story of Wiccan. Y'all see sometimes he posts his dog named Wiccan. She was a Remy daughter. But you know what I'm saying, in the pictures, Wiccan looked crazy. They sold that bitch for $80,000, man. If you seen that bitch in person, she looked like Snoopy. That bitch looked like Snoopy. All she needed was Woodstock to be flying next to her with that little pole and the bag on there, like they going into the railroad tracks. She was terrible. They sold them people that dog for $80,000. Well, you know, for one, she was on steroids and the pictures was screwed up too. This is Dave. Dave's whole career is a lie. I'm telling y'all. The original dogs that he claimed so much, he don't give Jeannie no credit. Dave was a show handler. Jeannie was the one doing something. Hell no. No, hell no. Denzel is older than Bistro, Elaine. Yeah. Bistro's dad is Lock and Load. If you look him up, Elaine, whoo, beautiful dog. I don't want to take that credit. I had to say hell no. I don't want to take that credit, Elaine. That day, he is beautiful. Yeah, one of my favorite dogs. Lock and Load is actually a lot bigger than Bistro. I just used Bistro to make Mandela. That came from the Bully Market camp. Bully Market didn't make Bistro, but they owned Bistro, and he was off of their stud. And they did some great things with him, but yeah, I don't never want to take nobody's credit. That's why I was like, oh no, yeah, I don't want to take no credit. Bistro is a beautiful dog. I really like that dog. Well, that's why I used him. Beautiful dog. And his dad, Lock and Load, incredible, man. One of the best chest spreads to set on his chest. He might have needed more like volume to his head, big enough, but it would need to be more cheeky. But Lock and Load is beautiful, Elaine. You got to check him out. Beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, Maurice. Don't believe no damn pictures. I'm gonna tell you that. Do not believe pictures. Did y'all believe them pictures of Demon Boy? Didn't y'all? Ask everybody about the Virginia show. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm demystifying the air because you know Dave Nokia, he done put a lot of shit in the air. He the only motherfucker that can breathe in that shit. Look, and I got a big nose and shit, I can't even breathe in that shit. They brought Demon Boy over here, right? Oh, it's some bad dogs. I ain't gonna sit there and tell that lie, Luna Pocket Bully. It's some bad dogs. It's some bad owners too, but it's some bad dogs. It's some bad dogs. I done seen some that should have been put down. And I ain't just talking about their looks. I'm talking about temperament. I done seen some. I done seen some absolute damn lunatics. I used to be a dog trainer. Yeah, Oscar, that's my brother. I love Oscar, man. He good dude. He's speaking to Oscar with the WBA. But Dave, don't believe a picture from Dave. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, don't get to talk about King Lion. King Lion, the worst dog in the history of the breed, as far as temperament goes. But Dave, yeah, Dave, Dead Leg Dave, he had it. Dead Leg Dave is at it. Y'all want to know all of Dave's credentials. Dave been lying and acting a damn fool ever since. I can run it down. Y'all give me like 10 minutes. I'm going to tell y'all about Dead Leg Dave. First and foremost, his ex, Jeannie. Dave was really a show handler. Jeannie produced Cairo. Dave didn't produce Cairo. Jeannie produced Cairo. But since they was together, he was like, no, that was really my dog and this, that, and the other. No, that was her breeding, Dave. You need to quit this shit. That was her breeding. It's been came out. She's already told the story. Da-da. But then again, he also claims Paco. He didn't make Paco. Remy is Razor's Edge blood. He had nothing to do with Remy. He had nothing to do with Hef. He had nothing to do with most of the dogs that y'all know as Razor's Edge dogs. He didn't know most of those dogs as Razor's Edge dogs. Mia, get off my live. I love you, but you didn't hit the cash app. Now, but you know, at the end of the day, he didn't produce most of the dogs. Like, y'all remember the day that Oscar was on the live, and Oscar told y'all all of the dogs that y'all know as Razor's Edge, he didn't produce none of them. He didn't produce any of these dogs. The last good dog he produced was Little Row and what's his brother's name, Kai. And then I can tell y'all the story about behind some Kai shit. The reason why the UBKC ended up getting created was because Dave, once again, Dead Leg Dave at his shit. He sold the guy who owned the UBKC a dog. The dog was all super muscled up. They had him shot up with steroids, and when the damn dog got there, he turned into Snoopy within 3 weeks. That's what Dude was real rich, and he got mad, but that's why the UBKC didn't last. They only threw 3 or 4 shows because Dude just did it out of spite. You know what I mean? Yeah, people always wanted to put RE on their paperwork. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Everybody wanted to be, Fabian owned Remy. Yeah, Fabian owned Remy, but Dave didn't have to do nothing. Y'all think all these dogs Remy line. He even take credit for Hallie. He didn't produce Hallie. I told y'all how Hallie was created. The people whose their names were the Trevinos. The Trevinos bought a female from him on a deal, and that deal was that they would get the female, which was Shamu from Dave, which he actually got from Mike out in California. They ship him down there, but he did sell him the dog, and he was supposed to get a couple puppies back. he sold me the pick at $5 grand, which turned out to be Hallie. But they did the breeding, they used their stud, they whelped the litter, and they sent me the dog. He always tells y'all, oh yeah, I produced Hallie, and no, you didn't. To be honest with y'all, Dave didn't ever see Hallie, didn't see those couple of dogs in person forever. You know what I mean? He had nothing to do with it but sort of orchestrating the deal and everything. But he takes credit for that. Dave, if y'all want to talk about a fraud, look up Dave Wilson Ukanuba. This motherfucker that convinced the people of Ukanuba that he created the American Bully, and they put him on a bag of dog food talking about the inventor of the American Bully. Then later on, they pissed off at him because, you know, throughout all his stunts, they found out the truth. But him and Cruz had invited him out to a show in California. And they go to California and a fight breaks out because Cruz just want to be Cruz, and Memo's wife put hands on Cruz. And so then, you know, all hell breaks loose. And I'm trying to tell you, you know what I mean? Dead Leg Dave been doing shit since '94. You ain't never lied, Big Bad Wolf. But then, you know, the fight break out and y'all want to know about Loyal Dave? He dips. Now it's rumored that he had hurdled a couple tables, but he told me he ran, but he didn't do the tables. But that motherfucker literally ran and left Cruz. So that was the end of Cruz. So y'all wonder how he ended up with the ABKC. Was the ABKC's origins, it started out in California. We paid for the ABKC, and that was the EE members. We paid all the money to set up everything. It was actually being ran out of our office out there in Los Angeles from Adrian and Alfredo's house, the twins. They had their troubles keeping it together. So a brother named Holiday, God rest his soul, sweet Holiday, he took it over. Holiday was very, very efficient at one thing. Holiday was getting the paperwork together and getting paperwork out. But, you know, the one thing that Holiday probably wasn't the best on is keeping the records for the champions. So what happened is Holiday had a situation that would ultimately lead to his death as he got sick or whatever. Now, Holiday put in all that work, and Dave owed him a large amount of money. You know what I mean? A very large amount of money. I ain't talking about no 10, 15,000. He owed him a lot of money. Well, because Holiday was sick and everything like that, they took over. They never paid Holiday the money that he did. While the man is literally on his deathbed, sick, fighting for his life, with the family, they never paid him. This is why Dave is not allowed in California. I told y'all, and that's a whole lot of other shit I could throw in here, but y'all want to know how they got control of how he got control of the ABKC. Well, during that time, what happens is Dave tells another fucking lie. Dave tells the story on Holiday, saying that, yeah, the whole time that he was sick, this is real shit, whole time he was sick, I was taking care of him and I've been paid him his money and this, that, and the other. So he tells this lie, you know what I mean, which is ridiculous. I don't know why he would say that in an interview. The lie, of course, thanks to Bobby Deans, gets back to Holiday's wife. Holiday's wife, and I'm not reading messages right now because I'm trying to remember this shit, so I'm looking off in the sky. But Holiday's wife said, I didn't even know that he knew that she was sick. He's like, he's never given us any money. We haven't heard from Dave in years. So now, of course, the homies, which were very close, the Double S homies, which was very close with Holiday, they went livid. If y'all ever wonder why right now, think about this. How many ABKC shows have you seen in California? This is a country that we live in. This is California. This is Big Cali. Why do you think there's no shows in California? Because they specifically told Dave it's a no-fly zone. If Dave touches down in California, Dave might not leave California from what he did. He is not allowed in California for what he did. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this is the next thing. This is the next thing that it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't need a GoFundMe page, all Paul. I'm good. It's not the funds, it's other shit. We good now. But I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. They just got to finish their fucking work. But now, in this situation, once they had conned everybody up out of everything, and it was similar time, it was actually Dave and Cruz who had took over. But the reason why Cruz sort of got left out of the situation is because him and Dave fell out about when Dave ran out of the spot and left him. And they start having the financial issues and different things like that, to where he was robbing Cruz. So this is out of Dave's own mouth. So this ain't no secondhand shit. I tell y'all when I get secondhand information. Dave told me that he basically had a lawyer fix some paperwork, and he robbed Cruz out of his share of the ABKC. Memo had already given up his share, and other people had given up all of their shares. So that put Dave in control. Everything was already back in Virginia. But when he cut Cruz out, that led to the epic 2014 Nationals, where Dave had me and the D-Line family there, and we had a 10 by 100 booth in the back of the thing. He had a bodyguard that looked like Billy Blanks with a pistol. He had Sean Jackson's little silly ass running around with this 32 talking about touch my pocket, touch my pocket. So he, I'll never forget that shit. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of people there. Bashar was there with a bodyguard. Dead serious, I'm dead serious. I ain't making none of this up. And you know what I'm saying? And then and some of y'all heard me tell this story. The weirdest shit. This is like how weird shit is. We were all Elite Edge, but by this time, all of the original members had left. But Dave and Cruz was beefing on such a level that they split, and it was like the wrestling. You had two Elite Edges. So if you looked over, I'll never forget it, because my booth was in the right-hand corner of the building. The show ring was like up in the middle, but there were booths going the whole way up, this way, the whole way up, that way. So if you walked up, right, and you looked to the left, it was a picture area. It had a red carpet, big thing, you know, you could take pictures there. But then it was the EE booth on the left-hand side of this aisle. I'll never forget it. And up by the door, you had Blow Jeans, which was a business that we all owned, a jean company. I left early. Then Dave and Cruz was arguing about this. It was with a brother named Herb. He had did most of the work, like photography and artwork and digital work for not only Blow Jeans, but a lot of the stuff for Atomic Dog magazine. What's going on, Braden Bulls? So with all of this going on, man, I tell you what, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there and I'm shaking and I'm looking at this shit like, I'm literally not shaking in fear, but I'm shaking it in confusion. And so at the end of the day, man, you had the Elite Edge dynasty on one side. You had the Elite Edge on the other side. The only difference, they had the exact same sign. They was all black, but the Cruz's boys, the dynasty, which they looked a little more gangster, you know, a little more tatted up. You had dudes with tattoos on their face. They was in there, you know, they was in there to intimidate. They had a gold letters that said dynasty under their EE shit. I can't make this shit up. Both of them black and white, dark colors. You know what I'm saying? Cruz, Dave is so worried about Cruz. He didn't call me talking about, man, do you really think he'll kill me, man? Do you really? Say he's in fear. T, come through, please. You know, so I'm there like, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I used to like that gangster shit. We can trip if you want to, you know what I'm saying? But that's when me and Dave was still cool, you know, but he had Billy Blanks with him and he had Sean with his 32, you know what I'm saying? Pew, pew, it's a 32. But, but this is where things got a little tweaky, because remember I told y'all Bashar was there. Well, Bashar was there, but this is when you start to see the emergence. See, when Cruz was around, Bashar didn't move like he moved. Bashar acted like somebody who had some sense. Because for one, he know Cruz wasn't for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't about to bogart his way and be doing things. But Dave needed to get Cruz that money back, because Dave felt like he was in danger. I ain't gonna say if he was or if he wasn't. Bashar paid Dave's debt, a large sum of money, but Bashar helped him out. But in that process, Bashar became part owner of the ABKC. What's going on, Tone Horton? So as things transpired, if you'll notice, you look back, 2014, was the year that they didn't want Ruger to win, so they picked Sweet and Low. After they picked Sweet and Low, you'll notice every single year. Yeah, Bashar's definitely owner. That's why in that interview, you notice he talked like an owner. He started saying what we did. And what did he tell y'all in that interview? He said back in 2017, they rewrote all of the standards after his dogs. You know what I mean? After his dogs. The funniest part is you got a weirdo like this dude MJ Bullies talking about, yo, it's a homeless guy sitting in his car. Dude, really? We've already been over this, dog. And then I'll tell y'all this, I'm not about to go into it, but you have these weirdos. They're sort of weird and they're strange people that they just keep on doing these. They're always stalking me and they say stupid things. I'm a homeless guy with a bunch of dogs that lives in a car with all of my kids and my family and everything. Just weird. But you can't make this up, man. You know what I mean? Some of you dudes, and I'm jumping off here in 5 minutes because me, I gotta go to the gym. But but some of the stuff we see, like now that you've seen change so much, yeah, they all need to be banned. They're weirdos, you know what I mean? Like, let me go into that before I tell you about the changes. But yeah, you got dudes in my inbox and they talking about, yeah, I heard this and I heard that. Man, look here. I don't know about you guys and ladies, but who has the time? Like, when I tell y'all will never see me pop up on Dave's page or Bashar's page, I don't have the time. I barely had the time to get on my own page. I don't have the time to really, like, dig on their pages, to try to troll, to be talking about, oh, yeah, and I seen this. Even when y'all talk about the lives where people done brought me up, I never see them. I just get the clip because y'all are great about that. Y'all will take out one clip where they might have talked about me for 15 minutes or whatever, and I can listen to that while I'm walking around the house or whatever, but I'm not on anybody's page. If anybody on here, y'all will notice you've never seen me on any, because it's weird shit. That's like the most a man having a vagina shit that I've ever seen in my life. Like, they know about my dogs, they know about, you know, everything. Nobody wants Tommy, nobody this, oh, it's this, it's that, it's the weirdest thing. It's like the obsession shit is weird to me. And sometimes y'all wonder, and I don't do it anymore, I'm very, very comfortable with myself, but y'all do know I always keep my gun with me. You know, I go by the old juvenile thing. You done made me mad, now go get my gun. You know what I mean? Because it's very, very strange, you know what I mean? But this is my page, MJ Bullies. So the thing of it is, and stop it with that let's meet up, because the realistic thing of it, see, here we go with that. The realistic thing of it is that at the end of the day, all of that talk is, bottom line, brother, hey, y'all don't cringe when I say this, but I take this 44 and blow your motherfucking brains out. I'm not no kid. I'm not no gang. I'm a felon with a gun, but my felon has been pardoned. But yeah, I'm a felon with a gun. Even when I was still a felon, I would roll with my gun. You damn right. You sound like the police, but I'm always keep my gun because I ain't bought these games. When it's weirdos on the computer wanting to stalk you and shit, and I be out with my kids, and I run into a lot of y'all who are very nice people. Whether it's Walmart and airports, and y'all approach me nice, and it's always that. But some of y'all are really, really weird with a stalker type vibe when y'all tell me, oh, and you don't nobody want this, and y'all start telling me all these things about myself. Some of it's lies, but some of it be weird shit. And I'm like, so you're on my page looking at all of my dogs. You know who owns this dog? It's this person, it's that person. It's a lot of weird stuff, and it is what it is. You know, look, oh, I'm gonna call the police. Call the motherfucking police. Dude, these people are weird. Y'all have to remember, and I'm only saying this to say this. This is why I keep that heat with me, because you never know. Okay, now I have no dogs. Okay, you never know how strange people are. You know what I'm saying? Selena got killed. You get these weirdos. Any grown man or woman who does that type of stuff is mentally unstable. And where I come from, it's only one way to cure mental instability, and that's to blow that motherfucking brain out. So I will tell y'all the truth. If you ever approach me with any kind of nonsense, I will blow that motherfucking brain out. Trust that and believe that. Trust that and believe that. I will take care of myself and my kids and my family. I talk dogs, but y'all gotta be careful. And I only want to tell that because it is what it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is, you know, hey man, stop it, weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some people, like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you know, and we won't have to worry a whole lot about that person no more. But at the end of the day, you don't never really want to, you know what I'm saying, like, some people think like you hostile. If y'all meet me, I am a cool person. I love the dogs. I want to help out all of y'all with the dogs, you know what I'm saying? And that's that. But you know what I mean? Yeah, now they calling the police, Daniel. You know, but that's what they always do. You know what I'm saying? They come in. Oh yeah, I blocked him, Barry. But at the end of the day, like I you know what I mean? That's why you got clowns in this world of all things. And the strangest thing is, people believe that even on these lives and on this shit that you're a celebrity. I ain't no fucking celebrity. And they get weird, man. They get weird. Like, they can tell you so many weird little stories and, oh yeah, and I know this and I know that. And we know we're in a day and age that if you Google somebody's name, you can pretty much find out like old addresses, or even you might even find a current address. And you've had people, oh, yeah, I'll pull up. I'll pull up. And I'm like, you know, okay, you pull up. That'll be your last pull up. But you know, I promise y'all, first thing in the morning, man. Oh, I got to finish the Dave and then I'm out of here. So what happened in 2014, right? What happened in 2014 is that he took over. You know what I'm saying? He had Bashar pay his debt. But that's why the breed started to change. If you look, I can sort of give you the dogs if I remember correctly. Sweet and Low won 1 year. I forget who won the next year. It was the one dog, I don't even remember him, that won down in Louisiana. He was a little blue dog. He was like the first Dax dog to go in there and win. But he was a well put together dog. And then everything started to change. But the funniest part of it is Maurice, you crazy. But the funniest part of it is that, you know, you saw a certain change. The same year, like shortly thereafter, they flew, that's when they started their weird push. They flew Rocco over to Europe with that fake European Nationals title. That was set up. They were already screwing, they were already screwing over Europe, because that was a setup show, you know what I mean? That was a setup show. Hey, Jared, I'm coming. You know, life is like, when I promise y'all, and I want to just say, praise God, I feel better than I felt in so long, man. I don't even yell at people no more. It's been, I'll count the days, but it's been nearly 2 months since I really like went off on anybody. I used to cuss people out every other day. You know what I mean? I'm feeling that peace. So you know, God works in mysterious ways. It's definitely time, and I look forward to getting back out here and judging, renewing my passport, you know, and doing what I love to do. You know what I mean? And oh yeah, they're gonna flag me. This video probably won't last. That's why, hey, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock 9 o'clock Eastern Time, of course Mountain Time. What time is that? 6 o'clock on the West Coast. I'm gonna be here in the morning, you know what I mean? Me and Dooney gonna be on here. We gonna do what we do. We'll be on here at 8 o'clock, and then we can go straight into the gym. I'll pack my baby snacks in the morning and all that shit, and we know we gonna have a good time. They gonna keep on flagging me, but I'm gonna keep on giving y'all this information, and we gonna really talk some serious stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, you see CNW, he was quick to talk about, I call the police on you. That's what they do, man. It's hard to take them people seriously, but if they ever roll up, y'all hear about it on the evening news. You know, you can't play with certain people, but, you know, we going to fight for this breed. And I am going to repost that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come here tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he going to say I threatened him, and it's cool. You know what I mean? That's what the other food said. But I'm going to post a link. But y'all make sure, put that in your book. 8 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to make sure I'm on time. I'm getting right out the bed, get my day started, shave and all that stuff. And we're going to do what we have to do, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit like. If anybody cares to do the donations through the Cash App thing, it is TBKC Dogs. Like I said, if it's $1 or whatever, I appreciate it. And it helps me get my devices. This little device actually got a light on it as it starts to get darker. But pretty soon we'll be actually actually right in this hotel that I'm sitting in front of, so we can get the whole podcast thing going. As y'all see, Marco already said we're gonna do some things, and so did Oscar. So we got some great guests coming up. Danny Navoa. I'm gonna get John Easterly back on here. Y'all seen my good friend Pitbull Bell is back in the house. God bless her beautiful daughter who just did her last chemo session. God bless her, man. Pitbull Bell been going through a lot. I love you, baby. But you know, we gonna do, I'm gonna figure a way. You know what, I'm gonna start doing these things through that app that where if they erase it, I already got it erased, but I'm gonna try to back it up to the page and see if it works, man. I am not good with technology. But tomorrow morning we gonna finish the Dave thing, and we'll talk more about how this thing has turned over. Barry, we are signing this petition. I'm gonna put it up again. Please, y'all, when I put up the link, I'm not good with technology. Copy, paste, do whatever you got to do, but make sure that the world sees this. And I'm also gonna make a good video first thing in the morning, talking about the real American Bully XL, its purpose, and give a difference. So maybe y'all can start sharing that video so we can talk about this, so y'all can get a second opinion from one of the co-founders of the breed. I'm gonna try to have Oscar and Marco do some videos also, and start posting those videos, as we are all, have some weight in this thing from the originals. And we really need to start pushing to the education of this breed, because right now we've got a dumbass out there. Homie the clown don't mess around. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Have your coffee, have your donuts, but most importantly, have yourself. If you're gonna do that thing, you know what I mean? And I'm saying it backwards today, that me and Rihanna be doing to make all these beautiful babies, you better do it well, or he or she might leave your ass. If you gonna have you a drink, make sure that you ain't drinking that Coke 45. Drink you some of that good stuff, some sweet wine, sip it out the glass, shake it, let it oxygenate it. If you gonna smoke, please don't smoke that shit that your uncle is growing in your grandma's backyard, trying to fertilize it with fish heads and shit. Go get you some of that good sticky, icky Hawaii silky fame, something that'll make you real mellow. And if you're gonna eat, stay the hell away from Domino's Pizza. Get your ass in the kitchen, fry you up some chicken and some okra, maybe a little black-eyed peas or something like that, soul food. But I will see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna finish this conversation. We're gonna finish the transition into these extreme dogs. Until next time, man, God bless y'all. Much love. Peace.